Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us. I am Yori Folari. Let's look at the politics in Osun going on. As you are all aware, it's been in the news that, the Governor Adeleke over in Osun State might be on his way out of his party into APC. But you see, it's been handled, it's been treated nowadays as something of a rumor, because one has heard powerful voices saying there is absolutely nothing like that. No such plan whatsoever. Governor Adeleke has said that he is loyal to the PDP and that is where he's going to stay. Other people are saying this is a real boost. If we have Governor Adeleke on our side, of course that means the APC side, then it's a plus, any way you look at it. So I don't know what you've heard. So on this program, maybe you'll call in and tell us what you think, and especially after listening to the presentation of our guest this morning, Prince Oyelude Oladele. He's DG of the Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. He's also a public affairs analyst. Good morning to you, Prince Oyelude Oladele.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning.
My pleasure to have you. So I just wanted to get into it very, very quickly, because I've sort of given a synopsis of the situation. To the best of your knowledge, and I did say that you were Director General of the Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors, and that's apart from being a public affairs analyst. So what can you tell us? Is Governor Adeleke en route to the APC, or is he in MPN? I beg your pardon. You see how far back I've gone. Or is he in the major political party, or indeed has he gone over to the ADC? What can you tell us about the whole notion that Governor Adeleke of Osun State is preparing to make a move one way or the other?
Well, thank you very much. Information has it that the current governor of Osun State is planning, to decamp to our party, in which I think is a welcome development. But it's still, just like other leaders, most of our leaders will say, many people, politicians will say that it's still a rumor, because whatever that is not official is still a rumor. But rumors still have it, and it's still on the media. And we all are aware, we all know that the governor is planning to decamp to our party, in which I think is a welcome development. So there is nothing wrong in that. The governor is coming, but there are still some agreements that need to be made, before he's coming, whether he's going to claim the ticket or he's not going to claim the tickets. The leadership of the party will decide that. But if he's coming, just like we have been hearing, in which everybody are fully aware, but not yet official, we welcome him.
Okay. Well, of course, the election is in August 2026, August next year. And so you can understand that these preparations are, we're really in the thick of it. But we're hearing from different sides of the equation. As you have just said, you would be happy to see him come. But I was hearing a former national secretary of APC and former deputy governor, Senator Iola Omishore, saying that, just as you've said, he has a right to join any party of his choice. But if he's going to come, then he has to go through the channels. He must go back to the very, very beginning and not hope to jump the queue, whatever that means, that there are channels. Now, I don't know. Is that something of an impediment being put in there just in case Governor Adeleke is indeed thinking of coming? Is it an impediment for a voice as influential as a former secretary of the party to say that if he's going to come, he's going to take his cue?
Well, the distinguished Senator Omishore is our leader, and He has his own opinion, which he is entitled to and is right. Truly, if the governor is coming, definitely all the party members, the leaders will be aware, and it's not as if he's going to join the party without the knowledge of the leadership in the state. And as we all know, the overall leader of our great party is the president. And if the president wants him to come, definitely we summon all the leaders in the party in Osun State and let him know the reason why he wanted to support, to bring him on board to our party, just like he did in Delta State and in Akwa Ibom State. Mm-hmm. So if the president wants him to join us, definitely he will notify the leaders in the state. But I expect the leaders in our states, including our former national secretary, even the current national secretary, the minister of marine and blue economy, and other leaders, should come together and brainstorm and notify the president. Even if they have opinion, they should let the president know. And if the president have his own grandstanding, he will let them know as well, and he will give them the reason why. So, but I believe that if the governor is coming, it will definitely be carried along by the party in the states, and it will be a welcome development. And me, as the Director General of Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors, we will always look for members, because 1 + 1 may be 2 or even 11.
Yes.
So we always look for people to join our party so that we can win the 2027 presidential election, because that's our priority and that's our focus. And the governorship election is sealed for APC in Osun State. That one is glaring. So, but we have to calculate, strategize, and make sure that 2027 election is, sacrosanct for us. So we look for people, we ensure that people join our party, and for us to have majority votes. So that's why.
Okay. Now, that expression, we look for people, I have heard a similar expression when I was speaking with the secretary of APC, recently. Say, what are you talking about? Of course, we want as many people as we can get. So that's on the one side. But I wanted to take you to that expression of yours. Who is looking for who? That is to say, if the president wants him to come, I'm paraphrasing you, if the president wants him to come, then so. But what if it is that it is Adeleke that wants to come? Never mind if the president wants him to come.
Politics is all about calculation. Both sides will be calculating how it will favor them. Both the APC and the PDP, the governor and the president will be looking at an avenue whereby they have majority. The governor also will be looking at a platform where he will, definitely win. And so both sides are, both interested. So with different agreements. So the governor also is looking at an avenue to join. I may be wrong according to them because they've debunked it, but that one is well known. And if the governor is looking for an avenue to join the party, we'll know what is happening in the PDP now, and we know that there is a coalition. So the governor also may be looking at an avenue that, okay, if the PDP is not tenable again, in as much they're having internal disputes. Mm-hmm. So the best thing for him to do is either to join the ADC or to come to the APC. And he's well aware, he's fully aware that the APC is still the ruling party in the country. So it is more favorable for him to join the APC than for him to join the ADC. So he also will be looking at an avenue where he will have more stand, where he will have more future in politics. So likewise, the president and our party, we are also looking for, for party leaders, governors that will join our party so that we have majority vote in 2027. Okay. So we both need ourselves. We just need to be frank and be sincere to ourselves. We both need ourselves. And if he's coming with his own ideology in which we have been criticizing him before now, when he come on board, we'll let him know our do and our no and yes.
Yes.
So, and he also will bring his own ideology. Then we'll brainstorm and make sure that the equation is balanced. So we both need ourselves. That's just the point. So we are both looking for.
I understand that. Do you think it might be difficult because when we have the likes of Senator Mishore saying that we have our ways within the party, and somebody, I think he was implying that it's a bit challenging to join midpoint, meaning that you have to find out the ways of the new house that you are moving into. But all of that's to one side. What is your personal, now that I have you, I know it will be a personal opinion, what is your personal take on the Adelekes visiting President Tinubu at home? I think it was in Lagos. I'm not sure if it was his Abuja home or his Lagos home. But Governor Adeleke visited him, his elder brother visited him, and the son of his elder brother, popular musician Davido, also visited him and has since put out a ditty along the lines of using symbols, that we are moving from one symbol to the other. So my question really is that, what do you make of that visit? It was unprecedented, wasn't it? You have the governor going there. He took in his senior brother in, and also he took in his shall we say world famous son, Davido. What was your read of that whole outing?
It is politics. It is politics, and it is not. It is expected. But I'm not the head to the sitting governor. Likewise, the president. So I don't really know what's transpired between them. Maybe it was the president that invited him, or he finds his way to the presidential.
No, he can't find his way to the president's house. But the president must have known that he was coming.
Yeah. It may be the one that made the contact that he initiated to meet with the president.
Oh yes.
So likewise, it may be the president that summoned him, that I want to see you, and he cannot say no. So okay. I can't say in between that. So, but the truth is that he was there, and their discussion wasn't known to me. And but the truth is, after the meeting, we started hearing that he's coming to the party. But my stand is that we are looking for one to be added to two, to our two, to making it three. So, and that is my stand as the Director General of Tinubu Shetima Ambassadors. So if the governor is coming now, there is no point dragging him or criticizing him for coming. The only thing we need to do is that the leaders should sit down, the president will decide if he's going to clean the tickets or not. So okay. These are the things that we need to discuss. And if he's coming, the leadership in the state, from the Minister of Interior, the National Secretary of the party, the former National Secretary of the party, and our leader, our leaders in the states, all of them will be aware. So they will have their opinion, they will decide and come with agreement. Okay. But what matters most is that if the governor is coming, our 2027 presidential election is very, very important to us. And we know that there is coalition now. So we need more people in our party. So if the governor is coming, that shouldn't be an issue. We will embrace him, we will welcome him. Then the leaders of the party will decide if he's going to clean the ticket or not. But what matters most now is for him to add up to our party.
Yes. In fact, this point that you've made, that if the governor wants to come, there will be these things that you've just talked about. But I just wanted to ask from you, because we also have to keep the word ticket. That's the magic word there. I don't think Adeleke is going to come if he's not assured of the ticket. Let's say he were to come into PDP, and just saying this without conceding. Did I say APC? He's already governor, and so he wants to contest for the governorship, in the next election, which in his case is 2026. So I guess he'll be looking for the assurance that nobody else in that place is also going to be seeking the same thing. Now, I don't know that we can sit here and say that the politicians of APC in Osun State they have their own arrangements. In fact, Governor Adeleke coming along right now is going to scatter a lot of things for the politicians that are at home, those who had hopes, who had ideas. And so you can understand why those might not be the happiest people on earth to say that we have such a big fish as a sitting governor who is going to come. And you recall that the news reports told us that even the State House of Assembly and all his retinue, they have said that we endorse you, wherever you go, we will go. So that's a challenge right there, isn't it?
Yeah, the truth is that we all are aware. We have 3 senators in Osun State. All of them are PDP. We have 9 House of Reps members in Osun State. 8 of them currently are PDP. Then we have our leader, Honorable Wale Oke, that recently joined our party, now in APC. So, and the 3 senators stood in the National Assembly and said they are going to support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for 2nd term. So you know what that implies. And the issue of maybe some governorship candidates may not be happy if the current governor joined the party and, you know, clinched the ticket of the party is not an issue, because most of the governorship aspirants in Osun State currently has been saying it wherever they go for campaign. They have been saying it that the decision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is sacrosanct. Whatever the president wants, they are going to do it and comply. And we have instances. In 2018, during the governorship election, you know, the campaign period, there was an agitation for Iwo, we call it Iwo-Lokan. You know, the people of Iwo Federal Constituency were agitating that, you know, they deserve the governorship seat. And there was a flag bearer then, Alhaji Moshood Adeoti, you know, pushing for that seat, and in which he's even pulling crowd. But when the president came, the president, you know, decided and called the then sitting governor and, you know, notified him about his choice of candidacy. And there is nothing anybody could do about it. Those that decided to leave the party, they left, including Alhaji Adeoti himself. You understand? They left for ADP. And he clinched the ticket in which he did his own. But eventually our party won the election. So in 2026 now, there is such an happening is even inevitable. Because there are some people now currently in the states of in Osun State that's, you know, thinking they have already clinched the tickets of the APC. So people like that, they came back after they followed the former governorship aspirant in our party before he moved to ADP. They left the party with him, but now they came back to the party and enjoyed the dividend with the former governor, the current Minister of Interior. So people like that are still pushing for their own choice of candidacy. And what's the assurance that even after the primary and the party decided to consider another person, such candidates and their followers will not leave the party? So these are the things that we have to put in place. But what I know is that most of the aspirants, most especially the current national secretary of our party, has been saying it that whatever the president's decision, whatever the president says concerning the governorship candidacy in Osun State, he is going to comply with it. Okay. And I believe that a true party man will stand by that statement. Okay. And there is no issue about that. My concern is just that the governor is coming. We need to embrace him and welcome him. Then the leadership will decide on the issue of the tickets. Because of the presidential election in 2027, we need Adeleke also. We need the supporters. And all the Yoruba community need to embrace themselves and support the candidacy of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Currently in the Southwest states, we have 6 states, and we have 4 of those states are APC. The remaining 2, we are, you know, our prayer is for the remaining 2 also should join and support the president so that we can have a unanimous vote from the Southwest geopolitical zone.
All right. When you mentioned Irewole, when you mentioned Iwolokan, you actually were presaging where I wanted to go next, because I wanted you to talk to us about the APC zoning arrangement in Osun. But before then, Mr. Joshua in Irewole has called in. So let me take that call first. Good morning, Mr. Joshua.
Good morning and happy weekend to you.
Indeed,
Good
same to you.
To your guests.
Okay.
I think the style of leadership of the president is making the APC very attractive, and for me that's the selling point for APC. You know, I want the president to win 2027 because I know it will take a while for his reforms to actually get the benefit that is needed. If we have suffered this much, we ought to be able to reap the fruit. But the point is that our political space is so fickle that it could change. People can weaponize the hunger of the people against the president, and the election may be tough. But one thing that is going well for the president is his style of leadership. As an APC president, he is very warm towards even the opposition. You can hardly hear any governor complaining about the president being against him and all that. So that's a selling point for the party. And that could be the reason why Adeleke is attracted to APC. Now, for me, it has happened in Akwa Ibom. It has happened in Delta. I don't know why they are handling that Osun very poorly. The point is that the matter should be handled maturely. I listened to Senator Yola Omisore, and I knew that leadership in Nigeria is not about delivering benefits to the people. It's just about grabbing power. They are talking like, okay, I mean, this power belongs to us. To be honest with you, this Adeleke has the face of the people now, no matter what is happening. So I expect that the party should be able to come together. He is going to serve the second tenure. So somebody in APC should be able to sacrifice that 4 years for the guy to come in. He's the incumbent governor. You want your president, which is at the top, to win, and then you are fighting against somebody who is also an incumbent governor. APC in Osun State, please should handle the matter much better. And to leave it here with you, Uncle Yori,
yes.
I think APC should do better with communicating with the people. Communication is so vital for a party to make an impact. No matter how good your program is, if your communicators are not connecting to the people, you will fail. So APC should do that. The Minister of Communications should do something and work for the government to communicate to the people, connect to them, and let them see that this governor, this president is working for you, but it will take a while for the benefits to come. But if he supports his presidency, it means that everything will go down the drain. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for calling in, Mr. Joshua. Okay, then. So, Prince, there you have it from the point of view of that viewer. APC, he thinks, can do a bit better in communicating, because in spite of the visit, which I think was what everybody just took at and began to micro-examine the symbolism in there, that President Tinubu received, Governor Adeleke, as well as members of Governor Adeleke's family, who are not necessarily politicians. So it's looking at, that Adeleke is a politician. Well, his bigger brother is not, Davido is not, even though they will have their understandings and their sympathies. So I wonder, you can understand why people are feeling that the president is not opposed to the idea. But that's a far cry from saying that the president has indeed brought them on board, or that he has unilaterally, single-handedly, said that, come, all will be well. So what do you think about the way, going by that viewer's point of view, that APC self is communicating these things? Perhaps it can be better done. Do you agree?
Well, the truth is that when there is an issue and the issue are not yet resolved, you cannot just go online or media to communicate it directly to the party members until you resolve it properly. And if you look at what happened, it's still, people are saying it's a rumor, but when it happened in Akwa Ibom,
somebody even said it's a lie from the pit of hell. I mean, rumor is one category.
Yes, well,
somebody else wrote that it's a lie from the pit of hell.
Yeah, it is possible you call it rumor, because whatever that is not official, we can still regard it as a rumor. But anybody that said it's a rumor is just, just been playing politics. We are all hearing it. But when the party chairman from the federal level and the party chairman at the states are not yet officially informed,
yes,
so we still regard it as a rumor.
Okay.
But what matters most is that in 2022, we lost the governorship election to the PDP. But fortunately, we were fortunate to, win the presidential election. That is a blessing for the party member in Osun State. And through that, we were fortunate to have the Minister of Blue and Marine Economy. And by the virtue of his position, he has helped a lot of party members, in securing appointments in which they are enjoying currently. So if we are not calculating how we are going to win 2027 election, but we are, you are just gallivanting on Osun State governorship election without any proper plan, it's just as if we are undoing ourselves. Okay. Our calculation must base basically on the presidential election first, because all the National Assembly the candidates for 2027 primaries will be held even before the governorship election in Osun State. So in which it can even cause more havoc, more disunity in the party. So we need to balance, the equation and, make sacrifice when need be.
I understand that.
In Osun State.
I understand that. Benga in Abuja, good morning to you, sir. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Mr. Yori.
Yes.
And good morning to your guests there.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
The moment I saw the picture showing the governor, Adeleke, with the president during the Salah period with his brother and Davido, I knew that something was in the offing. And I know that something will germinate. I will see the fruit. Adeleke was part of the progressive before. One or two things happened in the camp toward the primary to another party. So if you now see something attractive in the progressive and they want to come to his family, I don't think there's anything bad there. There's no crime in addition. The APC in Osun and the APC National should welcome him to their party. It's a plus for the party and Asiwaju, because all the election held so far, APC are not going to win that election, both the governorship and the presidential. PDP got it the last time. So if this time around is coming to their party, it's a plus for them. I mean, no matter who is there, some people there should be able to make sacrifice. I mean, like the present Minister of Blue Economy, and wait till 31, thereabout, for another opportunity. I mean, you see, within the age bracket, you can still be able to run for another governorship. If they allow this, the Osun State governor to finish another 4 years, I mean, it's a plus for the party. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there should be any quarrel, anything hard there to do. Because it's once you have somebody with you supporting you, like the last caller said, whatever will make Asiwaju to win the next election, the party should support it. We need to complete what he has started. You see, people are not seeing the food was not because of what they have not seen the bag of rice dropping to 30,000 in the market. That's what common man used to join if the government succeeding. But the foundation is being laid. And for us, by the time we see the skyscraper coming up, we know that they are not appreciate what he's doing. So it's a good thing for him to come to the party. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Gbenga, also for your patience.
Talking about the last caller.
Okay. Yes.
He talked about the fact that the current governor, Governor Adeleke, is a former member of our party. He is very right. You know, when his late brother Ishaka Adeleke was alive, was the senator representing Osun West, and when he died in 2017, this same Governor Adeleke stood on behalf of his family, you know, to clinch the seat of his late brother. But in one way or the other, the former governor, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, decided to consider another party member of the APC, you know, instead of Adeleke, you know, at least to have the sympathy vote. But he left the party and moved to the PDP, clinched the party ticket of the PDP, and defeated us in 9 local governments out of 10. So, and that was the genesis of what we are passing through now. So, I don't think our party should allow the current governor to move to ADC before we realize what we are doing. If we move to ADC, we are giving Aregbesola that power, you know, to take some kind of crowd in Osun State, and in which it will affect our party. And it's not as if we are not going to defeat the ADC, even if we move to the ADC. But the truth is that if we defeated him in 2026, it will be very hard for APC in 2027 presidential election in Osun State, because the votes of all the PDP members that will move to ADC will seriously work against the APC, presidential candidates, whereby the ADC will now have majority votes in Osun State. So we need to be strategic about it. We should embrace the governor and allow him to come. For the sake of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu re-election, then the leadership of the party should sit down and think about the governorship election. If they are going to consider him to claim the ticket, fine. If they have another candidate from Osun State, fine. So, but the fact that he's coming, we are now standing against him. I'm not in support of that. And I think a genuine party member will never stood against that. And most of the governorship aspirants have been saying it, that whatever the president wants, they are going to abide with it. And even the national secretary, who is also contesting, he has been saying it quite long, that whoever the president wants and whatever the president wants in the party in Osun State, he is going to abide with it. And I think some other governorship aspirants also have been saying it, because we have like 7 to 8 of them that are, you know, aspiring to contest. And if we are talking about the zoning arrangements, yes, in Osun State,
I wanted to find out about that.
Yeah, if we are talking about the zoning arrangement, there is no official zoning arrangement for governorship in Osun State in our party, according to my own knowledge. And but there are conventional and there are agitation. Just like I said earlier before, in 2018, the good people of my federal constituency, Iwo federal constituency, were agitating because the Osun West, where the current governor came from, has been marginalized quite long. But in Osun State, we have 9 federal constituencies, and out of that 9 federal constituencies, 5 out of the 9 are major determinants of governorship election victory in Osun State. And out of that 5, 2 of the 5 federal constituencies have produced governor in the state before. And among the 2, the current governor is among the 2 federal constituencies. So we still have like 3 federal constituencies that always determine the victory of any governorship aspirant, candidates and party in the state. So currently the senator is from one of it. So now if we are zoning our governorship seats, or maybe we are considering the candidates for our party, we have to look at some criterias before we say that, okay, we are picking our candidate from this senatorial district. Now the governor is from the senatorial district that has been agitating for for governor quite long. And now he is planning to, to be re-elected. So if our party is considering his candidate now, it will be a miscalculation for us to pick our candidates from the senatorial district where the governor is coming from. And it's from one of those 5 federal constituencies that determine the victory of the governorship, of any governorship candidate in the state. It's from Edef federal constituency, in which is one of the 5 federal constituencies. So now if we want to pick our candidates, we need to consider someone from Osun Central or someone from Osun East. The governor is from Osun West. So if we are picking someone from Osun West now, it will be very, don't let me say hard. It will be very easy for the party, to defeat the current governor, because the vote that is even coming from his federal constituency is huge enough than even the remaining 2 federal constituencies in his senatorial district. And we all know that the immediate former governor, Alhaji Gboyega Oyetola, if he is contesting, it is even more better, to challenge the current governor. But if he's not contesting, I will prefer my own candidate, the current national secretary of, the party, to drag it up with the current governor of the state, so that we have a majority vote from the federal constituency where the national secretary is coming from. That is Osogbo federal constituency. That's the state capital. The state capital haven't produced a governor in the history of that state. So if we are picking a candidate, we have to put those things in considerations. It's not as if our leaders shouldn't look at maybe someone is more closer to them, the person has worked with them, before now, so they have his loyalty. The loyalty of the aspirants to the party should be one of the factors, not the loyalty to any leaders or followers. So our leaders should look at who are those people that are loyal to the party, who are those people that can give us votes, who are those people that are coming from where we can get majority votes, because we are currently an opposition party in the state. So we have to consider some factors like that. If you look at what happened in Rivers State, what happened in Benue State, you look at all those things are instances that we need to use to guide ourselves. In Benue State, when the former governor, the present SGF, wished to win the party, the state to his party, he looked at a candidate who can bring huge votes, not a candidate who has worked with him before, not a candidate that has his close loyalty. He just look at this man. This man is a pastor. He has a lot of crowd, without considering that the man may betray him later. So, but what matters most is that we have to consider the fact that we need to win that state for our party, and that should be sacrosanct. And that was what George Akume did. On contrary basis, in Rivers State, Governor Wike look at Fubara as his close pal, who has worked with him before. You look at their relationship. This man, he will be loyal. He will be, he will be committed to me and to the party. So without thinking of the fact that human being will always be human being, and you see what happened between both of them. Actually, in Benue State, they both part away, but they are now together. In Rivers State, they both part away, but they are now together. But the truth is that we must look at those instances to judge our choice of candidates
and learn from them. Okay, let me first of all, let me bring on Adeleke Adebayo in Osogbo. Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you,
sir.
All right then. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak to the people and to, just speak my mind on this issue.
Sure.
Saying Governor Adeleke coming to the party, I'm a member of APC, so let me disclose that.
All right.
So, saying the coming of Governor Adeleke into APC would draw votes for President Bola Tinubu in 2027, it's a simply analyze the issue. It is more complicated like that. And the case of state, APC is different, quite different from the case of Delta, the case of Akwa Ibom, etc., etc. In Osun State, even Immediately with the government in 2022, Governor Adeleke got war against the leadership and membership of the party. It is not the same thing in other states. In other states, we got there, they tried to bring everybody together. But in our own case, they were running after us, they are harassing us. Many of us are happy police cases. Not because of anything, but because we are critical of the government of Ademola Adeleke, or because we serve in the previous government of APC. If somebody claiming that is a member of APC now coming to national television to say, come and they should give him red carpet. No. If Governor Adeleke wants to join APC, he has to speak with the leaders of the party in the state. Nobody is against anybody coming to the party. The more the merrier. That is politics. Everybody is welcome. But Governor Adeleke's case is quite different. He's coming with a lot of baggage. In the case of Akwa Ibom and Edo, I want you to look at the case very well. Governors of those states have always been speaking good about President Asiwaju. He has always been appealing to the people of Akwa Ibom and Delta State that Governor Adeleke and President Bola Tinubu is performing his economic policy, though might not be getting to the grassroots at the moment, but he is doing well. And they talked about, on most cases, they talked about the increased allocation from the federal allocation, from the federal government. So they have always been praising President Tinubu. So their coming to the party was easy because every member of the party in those states were at home with all the governors. But in the case of Osun State, Governor Adeleke has never come out openly until recent. He has never come out openly in the last 3 years of President Tinubu to come out to say, President Tinubu is doing well. In fact, in the local areas, local government areas, the rural areas, they are mobilizing canvassers to speak against the government of Asiwaju. They will portray one level in Osun State. They will go to Abuja to pretend to be friends of the government.
All right. Okay.
In Osun State,
Mr. Adebayo.
If Adeleke comes to...
Okay. So sorry that we cut it off. I was trying to get your attention.
Let me just...
Yes. I was going to say, first of all, that gentleman said that he is an APC member. But this is his opinion on this whole matter. Please go ahead now, sir.
Exactly. Yeah, that is his opinion in which he's entitled to. But what I know is that politics is full of topsy-turvy. And in Iwo Federal constituency, there is nobody that criticized the current governor more than myself. Nobody in Iwo Federal constituency, in 3 local governments, nobody criticized the governor more than myself. But politics is all about addition. It's all about addition. We look for people to join to have more votes. If the governor is coming, he's coming with some lapses, he's coming with some goodies. We have to look at the lapses and tell him we don't want this. We look at the goodies, we say, okay, we embrace this. So if he's coming today, I still have something I will tell him, and I will not stop that. I will talk about the local government autonomy, how the local governments will be stabilized, and that was what I have been agitating for. So if he's joining us today, I will still talk about that.
Okay.
And the other thing, I will talk about agriculture, for him to work on agriculture in Osun State. I will talk about that. It's not an issue. The third thing I will talk about is the commissioner in my state, in my local government now in Osun State. We don't have commissioner that is representing my local government. In the past 14 years, we don't have commissioner representing us in the executive council meeting in the state.
So there are a number of issues.
Even if he's joining us today.
There are a number of issues to be resolved.
So yes, to be resolved. So these are things
in that sense, it's a work in progress.
If he has been...
The project is still a work in progress. Is one way to look at it.
Exactly. So
okay. Let me bring on Reverend. I beg your pardon.
Now, these are things.
I'm so sorry for rushing you a bit, sir, but I do have Reverend Dominic waiting, and I don't want to lose him. Good morning, Reverend Dominic. Thank you for holding on.
Good morning, Chief Yori. Good morning,
sir.
Again.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
Please, Chief Yori, permit me to say this. I want to clear an issue we discussed yesterday. I've got a lot of calls trying to invite TVC and myself that were saying that the North can go to hell. I didn't make that statement. I've gotten, of course, that therefore not, and Dominican TVC has said the North can go to hell. No. There's no way somebody will win the election in Nigeria, especially for the election, without the North and the South. What I was saying, and I have no apologies, that Atiku and his like in the North, who are doing coalition against our own president, my own president from the South here, that 10 Atiku cannot defeat Tinubu. I didn't say North can go to hell. Without North, we can't win election. Without South, we cannot win election.
You're right. I thank you very much for pointing that out, and you're very right when you say I don't think that statement came on our program at all yesterday. But you've taken us away from, momentarily, away from Osun, where we're looking at the political situation there, the zoning arrangement, which we've heard from our guest, Prince Oyelude or Aladele, that there isn't even any such thing, formally speaking, in Oyo State. Okay, so coming back to you, Prince, you know, I had to interrupt you. Did you finish your idea? Because I didn't want to lose the Reverend gentleman who was on hold. Did you finish your idea? Okay. Did you finish with the idea?
Finish my idea.
Okay. Okay, so that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, why, you see, the fact that they have met, if there hadn't been that meeting, which was recorded, it was televised, if there hadn't been that meeting, perhaps the wave of speculations wouldn't have been so strong. But the fact that, and President Tinubu is fully aware, of impressions that will be taken. I don't know how they got to meet. They might have called him, that is, the Adelekes might have called the president and, you know, requested an audience with him. I imagine that the president would have agreed to such an audience. We don't know if it is the president himself who sent for them, although, you know, I don't know. I just don't know. We just don't know. But people...
The truth is that, in Osun is that people that are currently saying that the governor should not come, you know, it's unfortunate that most of them are even appointees of the federal government. And the truth is that our calculation, just like I keep on saying, our calculation must be based on the victory of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. And the scenario is quite different now because we have 3 parties on ground, which they are forming coalition. It's just like what happened in 2013, 2014 towards 2015 election. So they are working towards that, but I know they cannot succeed because their ringleader is not even with them, is now the president. So our calculation now should be based on how Asiwaju Bola Ahmed will win the 2027 election. And it's unfortunate that most of the people that are saying that they don't want Adeleke to come are people that are even appointees of the federal government, which is very wrong. Mm-hmm. I think people like that should be able to say, okay, let the governor come. Okay, our leaders should sit down and look at it. If they are going to give him the ticket, fine. If they are not going to give him the ticket, let us look at who are they going to give him it to.
Yes.
But if they are going to consider someone in Osun State, it's not someone that is coming from a senatorial district where the governor is coming from. It's not someone that is coming from the senatorial district where the sitting senator is coming from and the principal officer in the National Assembly. You know, so these are the things we have to put in place. We look at our calculation very well. It's not as if we look at maybe this person is loyal to an individual or to a group of people. You know, we have to look at the loyalty of such person to the party.
I get you. I get you.
His ability to win the votes. So let us just look at that and embrace the governor, because the Aregbesola factor now in the ADC is tight. And people are keep on saying that what was his stake in 2022. Aregbesola was not with us in 2022. It wasn't, supported our governorship candidate. We all know. Mm-hmm. But he's just like a sit down and look. He played sit down and look politics during that period. But now he's having a party of his own. And all right. He said he supported
I'm afraid we've run out of time, but we do get your drift. I'm so sorry to interrupt you.
We didn't see him campaigning for the governor then. No. But currently now, he has his own party at hand. He will have his candidates. So it's not even the same. So we have to look at that scenario and balance our equation very well.
Prince Oyelude Oladele, I want to thank you very much for coming on our program to sort of air this particular issue, to get the perspective of some of the people, perhaps most of the people in Osun State. Thank you very much again once for coming. DG, Tinubu Shetima ambassadors, as well as public affairs analysts. So that's our program today. Do please join us on Monday for a fresh edition. I am Yori Folarin. Bye-bye for now.